Hey, I'm Joshua Simpson, and today I'm going to be teaching you the 4 secret metrics that you can use to improve your creatives and boost their performance so you can make more sales and get more leads with your paid advertising. Now, if you're not using these metrics, essentially what you're doing is throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. Now, in the realm of marketing and advertising, we're working in a data-driven industry, so you need to use all of the data that you can to your advantage so you can improve your creatives, get better results and start to scale. So not only can you diagnose problems with your creatives, but you can also improve your best performers and make them perform even better. Because with paid advertising, with marketing, data is your best friend. So let's start with the most important metric, and that metric is the hook rate, also known as the attention rate, thumb stop rate, scroll stop rate, any of these sorts of names. This is probably the most important metric. Why? Because if you're unable to grab the attention of your target audience, then you won't be able to persuade them and you won't be able to get them to click the ad. So the hook rate is essentially measuring how many people are stopping their scrolling to watch at least 3 seconds of your video. There are 3 main components which actually influence your hook rate. Of course, the first and most obvious one is the first 3 seconds of your video. So you want to make sure that your visuals are on point, that your scripting is on point so you can actually get that attention. Secondly is the body copy at the top of your ad. So if somebody's scrolling, maybe you don't have a massively visually appealing video, but the copy really resonates with the audience, so you might get them to stop scrolling and continue to watch. And thirdly is the headline. Even when I've been scrolling on Facebook, for example, I'd go past an ad. The very last thing that I notice is the headline. The headline draws me in and then that actually gets me to watch the rest of the ad. So with the hook rate, you do want to pay attention to your copy, pay attention to your headline, and most importantly, pay attention to the first 3 seconds of your video. Ask yourself, does it really grab attention? Does it really resonate deeply with the target audience? And so with the hook rate, you want to achieve at least a 20% hook rate on a bad day. 30% is more like the standard, so that's where it should be every time. If you're getting 35%, you're doing really well. If you're getting 40% plus, then you're absolutely smashing the hook rate, and you should probably start to look at the next metric. So you'll go to customize columns, create custom metric, change the format to percentage, hook rate or attention rate, whatever you want to call it, and it's 3 second video plays divided by impressions, and that's going to give you the hook rate. You're going to use these metrics as diagnostic tools to help you inform why or why not an ad is performing. You can also get this metric on TikTok, but it's slightly different. On TikTok, you would actually use 2 second video views divided by impressions instead, because they don't have 3 second video views. So the next metric is going to tell you how effective your ad is at keeping the attention of your audience. It tells you if your ad is actually engaging or not, and it's called the hold rate. So for all of the people that actually stopped scrolling, how many of them actually stuck around to watch the rest of your video? This is going to tell you whether or not the core message of your ad resonates with the audience. Is it engaging? Is it entertaining? They relate with your message. So obviously the higher your hold rate, the more info you can give to the target audience. The more info you can give, the more chance you have to persuade them that your product or service is the best, and that's going to increase your chances of getting them to take the desired action, whether that's sign up, shop now, whatever it is. So the benchmarks for this are the same. So you want to achieve at least 20%, 30% is satisfactory, 35% you're doing good, and 40% plus, again, you're smashing it. So you want to improve this metric. So if you're achieving less than 30%, you can improve this metric by working on the messaging of your ad. Think about whether each scene is actually engaging. Does it resonate with their core desires? Are the pain points or benefits mentioned actually relatable to the target audience? Could you change one of the scenes to make it slightly better and more appropriate for the target audience? Things like this. So you need to consider. So if your hook rate is, let's say you have a 30% hook rate, but a 20% hold rate, you can safely say, okay, this hook is working. What in the middle of the video is going wrong and what can be changed to make it better? And so within Facebook, you will create this metric simply by creating a custom metric. It's through plays, which is a full video watch or at least 15 seconds divided by 3 second video plays. So 3 plays divided by 3-second video plays. So the next metric is actually very similar to hold rate. This one is video average play time. So essentially it's the same, as in it tells you how effectively the ad can keep attention, but instead of a percentage, it gives us the average play time. So with this metric, we're going to know specifically what part of the ad is causing people to drop off the most. So for example, if the average play time is 5 seconds, take a look at roughly 2 seconds before the 5-second mark and 2 seconds after the 5-second mark, and consider what would turn somebody off about the ad. You know, is there a long pause in between the scenes? Because that can sort of throw off the flow of the video. Is the information relevant? Are you using, you know, the best and most prominent pain points and benefits? Does the scene make you want to keep watching? Why or why not? And with this metric, if you can get 7 seconds or above, you're doing pretty well. So to get this one, it is a default metric within Facebook. So you can just go into your custom columns, video average play time, and there you go. And this final metric that I'm going to tell you about is essentially a way to measure how effective is your ad overall and how effective is it at getting them to take action. And that is outbound click-through rate. So yes, I do use click-through rate all. I use that as more of a overall engagement metric because it includes clicks on the comments, clicks on to like, clicks to make the video full screen, and it also includes the outbound clicks. But the reason why I like the outbound click-through rate the most is because that's when people are clicking off of the platform, clicking your ad and going to your landing page. And that's obviously the most important one for generating conversions. So as I said, it shows you how effective your call to action is, and it shows you overall how effective your video is. Because sometimes people may not watch the entire video, but the hook and the first 10 seconds of the video are so good that they just click outbound and make the purchase. So for example, if your videos don't have a call to action at the end, there's no shop now or learn more or anything like that at the end of your video, you can literally instantly improve your ad just by adding a call to action. So if the call to action button at the bottom of the ad says shop now, tell the audience shop now. If it's learn more, then learn more, so on and so forth. For example, if your hook rate and your hold rates are good, but your outbound click-through rate is low, then there's a good chance that your call to action is weak. And when it comes to making a call to action, you don't want to make the call to action, 3 steps ahead. It needs to be the very specific next step that you want them to take. And remember, the goal of the ad is to generate a click. The click takes them to the landing page. The landing page is where they are being truly persuaded. So your call to actions should be around actually, clicking the ad or clicking the button that's underneath the ad. And you can increase the power of your call to actions by attaching a benefit or even a pain point. For example, eliminate acne today and tap the shop now button, or get the best skin ever and tap shop now. Or you can even add some urgency. Don't miss out on our summer sale, tap get offer now. So today we've learned the 4 key metrics that you can use to diagnose and judge your ad performance. It's going to show you how you can improve each part. So I hope you implement these metrics and you see all the different ways that you can improve your ads. Now, just to break it down simply for you, there are 3 key components of video ads. First is the hook, and that's measured by hook rate, and that tells you how effective your ad is at grabbing attention. The second part of your video ad is the body, and that's measured by playtime and hold rate. And this tells you how effective your messaging is. Does it resonate with the target audience? Is it an engaging video ad? And the third part is the close. That's measured by outbound click-through rate. And this tells you how persuasive your overall ad is and how powerful your call to action is. So I hope you've learned something new. Subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks about copywriting, advertising, marketing, and I'll see you in the